Or defendant serve a term of life without parole. As to count 4, for the offense of attempted murder, a violation of Revised Code Section 2923.02a, felony to first degree, court defendant serve a term of 11 years in the Ohio Department of Corrections. As to specification 4 to count 1, court defendant serve a term of 3 years in the Ohio Department of Corrections, mandatory and consecutive underlying offenses. All those counts are run consecutive to each other. Court give credit for time served, amount of 349 days. Court imposed court costs herein. And Mr. Smith Riley, I need to advise you not to take any drugs except as may be prescribed by a medical doctor. To submit to random drug testing, and the test results must be negative. The prison term imposed will be the term you serve. However, you may be eligible during days of credit under circumstances specified in Revised Code Section 2967.193. These days of credit are not automatically awarded. It must be in the manner specified in that section. With regard to count 4, you also be aware you will be supervised after leaving prison, which is referred to as post-release control, for 5 years. Before you are released, the parole board shall determine your post-release control sanctions. Part of the sanctions will also include as a condition of post-release control that you not leave the state without permission of your parole officer and that you abide by the law. The parole board may impose any other conditions of post-release control sanction that the board considers appropriate, and the conditions of release may include any community residential sanction, community non-residential sanction, or financial sanction that this court is authorized to impose. If you're on post-release control and you violate post-release control supervision or condition, the parole board may impose a prison term as part of the sentence for up to 9 months, with a maximum for repeated violations of 50% of the stated prison term. If you commit a new felony while sub-post-release control, you may be sent to prison for the remaining post-release control period, or 12 months, whichever is greater. This prison term must be served consecutive in the term imposed for the new felony convicted committing. Finally, to advise you of the right to appeal. If you're going to pay the cost of an appeal, you have the right to appeal without payment. If you're going to obtain counsel to appeal, counsel without cost. If you're going to pay the cost of documents necessary to appeal, the documents will be provided at cost. Anything further?
Your Honor, I think you would like to appeal, have a notice of appeal filed.
Okay, well, what I would ask that you do is that you make sure that there's a timely notice of appeal filed on his behalf, but I'll go ahead and appoint appellate counsel for him, assuming that he cannot afford appellate counsel. All right. Anything further?
No, thank you.
All right, good luck.